Good morning and welcome to Marketing Monday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I did pretty much just gardening on the weekend, and Gordon partied like a rock star. So anyway, this week we want to talk about call to action, CTAs, and talking about the design, the layout, so where you want to put them, and basically just talking about the copy on them as well. So let's jump into talking about the design of call to action. Call to action is, it's important because it's exactly what it's there for. It's a call to action. It's this thing on that page that you want the user to do. So if you don't design it to stand out, to make it look like a button, to make it look clickable, then the user's not going to click on it. You have to be careful with that affordance. If something doesn't look clickable, someone's not going to click it. So the affordance to make it look like something is clickable is very important. It's very important that when we design these, that we give them a lot of padding, give them a lot of shape and a lot of contrast to everything else around it, because we want it to stand out, because obviously, again, it's the thing that we want the user to do. Things to be thinking about is there's trends like ghost buttons, where you have like a border, a transparent background, and the text. Now this can work depending on obviously the design of your site, depending on the story you're telling, but I prefer not to use ghost buttons as the actual call to action, because I just don't think they stand out enough. I don't think they contrast enough to make the user want to click it. And obviously the whole point of you adding in this call to action button is that you 100% want, this is the thing that you want someone to do. And in terms of that shape, it can be anything you want. It can be just like a square. It could be a rectangle, it can be a circle, it can be as long as it looks like a button, as long as it looks clickable, that's the important part, to make sure that someone clicks on it. Design wise, in terms of colour, like I said, make sure it contrasts between everything else you're doing. I really think making that button stand out is highly important. If you don't, then it's not gonna work. The next part to it is think about the copy of the button. So when we're talking about the copy, a lot of people go, well, just have it so like sign up to this, sign up to that. That does work and it doesn't work. So if this is like in soft area, so maybe it's in like your normal navigation sidebar, you've just got to sign up, a normal sign up form. But maybe you've designed this new landing page that is you specifically designing to make, you want it there to gather email signups. So that's pretend we're making an image optimization one. So I'm going to give you a load of information, or maybe not, it doesn't have to be a lot, but some information, some images to tell the story about what I want you to do. I want you to become an expert in image optimization. So I'm telling you all this stuff that we can do if you sign up to this. What you're going to be getting? You're going to be getting weekly emails on how to improve your conversion, how to look at testing your site, how to what other tests we've done. Let's give you some information about some tests we've done, so you can do them yourself. And then at the end of it, we'll have this nice standout input box that's that will enter your email, and then underneath, rather than saying sign up to our contact form, we'll just say become a conversion expert, because that's the whole point. We're telling this story because we want to get people to sign up, and we're telling them what we want them to become. We're solving an issue that they wanted. This is the solution to the issue that they've got. They want to become a conversion expert, or they want to get the conversion ideas. But having that button there that says become a conversion expert, just stands out a bit more. It's might be a long text. You might want to test it. You might want to have it so it just says become an expert. So some already thinking about some tests and ideas, but the copy needs to have something that really strikes something with the user. You can't just always have sign up to our whatever. The copy is very important to relay back to the user and make sure that they connect with it. The last bit we want to look at is the layout. So for the most landing pages, obviously you want to have your content, your story, and then just underneath it or just next to it, then have your call to action. So I've seen people put their call to action at the top, so it'd be like an email. They want someone's email and they put it at the top, and then they've put some really good information, but problem is you're down here, you're down here on the site, and I know it's a little thing to go up there, but you'd be surprised. I guarantee that people who move that sign up box from the top to just underneath where the person's finished reading, they'll get a massive increase in the amount of people using it, and the actual conversion of that, the conversion of the sign up will go up massively. So one of the things that I'm looking at testing a lot of at the moment with people is on longer pages. So as you scroll down, say like a home page, you usually see like a call to action for calls in the top corner. And it's a great idea having a call to action in the header bar with that there. But we're starting to look at, maybe, is that the best location? Maybe not, because the user's reading the page, they're going down the page. Why would they, it's just the little things, a little cognitive stress of then now I've got to go back up. And that is enough to put some people off clicking that button. It doesn't sound daft, but it is, honestly, it's not, it's true, it's not gonna, some people just won't click it. So on the scroll, as you scroll down, maybe, and you have like obviously your main, as your sticky header with all your navigation at the top maybe, and then the bottom maybe just pops up, just give us a call now, email us now at the bottom. So those call to actions are very separate to that header, and also they're in a better flow then with the way that websites work. So people are reading down sites, so it's there, it's constantly there in their eyes, constantly in view. But something, that more and more is coming into practice, and it also kind of marries up a bit more. People are experimenting with bottom navigation rather than top navigation. So yeah, make sure that your layout of your button is tested to make sure it's maximizing where it is. Make sure that the copy is it's really gonna hit home with the user, and make sure that the design complements your design, but make sure that it stands out. Make sure that the button doesn't disappear into the background. Make sure it looks like it is a button that it can be clicked, and make sure that you're trying to get the maximum out of your call to actions. Don't have too many. Don't overload the page of them. Just make sure that you've got some nice, simple CTAs dotted around here and there on landing pages. Make sure that they're concise. Make sure that they work. Right, that's it for today. Have a great week. We're going to be hopefully getting at some blog content this week as we're hitting the road. And yeah, have a great week. Anything else got going on, Gordon?
No.
Nope. No, I don't think so. Alright, cool. Right, catch you later on. Bye.